Good morning. Good morning, Soul Tribe. Welcome back to Soulful Energetics, where you guys always receive the daily energetic update. This high vibrational space was created so that you can thrive and become the greatest version of yourself that you have possibly dreamed of, and to find that community of light workers that you have been waiting for to share this journey with. Good morning, Stephanie. Yay. Good morning, Kaylin. Hello, everybody. Good morning, Joni. Hello. Oh, you guys are so beautiful. I love you. So I sat down and it wasn't even like a full meditation, but like I tapped into the energy of today, and I was like, what is the energy of today? Trying to tell it, and it was just like, forgiveness. Today's energy is all about forgiveness. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Denise. Hello, everybody. Oh, I love you guys so much. Today's energy is all about forgiveness. Hello, Sadie. And it is about forgiveness of yourself, and it is about forgiveness of anybody who you have been holding on to any type of resentment or any type of grudge or anything. Good morning, Joan. Good morning, Maria. Oh, you guys are so beautiful. I love you so much. So today is all about forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving other people. And the forgiveness is not just for them. Like if you are having to forgive some things that you have been holding on to for a really hard time, I know how difficult that can be. But the forgiveness is not for you. The forgiveness is not for them. The forgiveness is for you, so that you can be free, so that you can thrive, so that you can continue growing and evolving, so that you can release any of the hurts and any of the pain and any of the lower vibrational energies that you have been holding on to, that are still keeping you in the past, that are keeping you from fully aligning into this energetic space that you are meant to be in right now, so that you can create more space within your energetic field and within your mind, and especially within your heart, so that you can continue growing. Hello, Sabrina. Yes, Julie. Hello, Kathleen. Yes, let's dive in. Oh my goodness. And the cards are coming out a little bit funky today. I'm loving that. So yeah, forgiveness is key, because when you hold on to any type of resentment and you hold on to things that are hurting you, it is literally keeping you stuck in the past. It's like putting an ankle, it's like tying something around your ankle, and just that energetic weight is just keeping you down when you should be flying. Yes, it's such a difficult thing to be working on, Joni, but it's so absolutely necessary. So just say yes. Just say yes to forgiveness, because that is going to be, this is the universe's invitation to you to continue growing and thriving. And the more that you hold on to the past, the more that you are going to be anchored there, and it's harder for you to cut that energetic cord and cut that attachment. So we have to cut those attachments so that we can keep moving forward, so that we can release the things that are no longer serving us, all of the pain, all of the lower vibrational energy, and really we can really learn how to be mindful in this present space. And it is a gift for you. Forgiveness is a gift for you, so that you can be free, so that you no longer have to be held down by something that has been hurting you and causing you pain and keeping you small, and keeping you stuck in the mentality of fear and scarcity and lack and doubt and confusion, and all of those energies that can just pop up at a moment's notice. That has a lot to do with the forgiveness that still needs to be done in your life. Oh, I love you, Stephanie. I love you so much. So just say yes to the forgiveness today. Okay, I want to give you guys an example. Like, a while back, it was the beginning of summer. It was like right when summer had just hit, and it was the middle of the night. It was probably like, I don't know, I want to say it was like in between 9 and 10 o'clock, and my spirit was telling me that I needed to go jogging. So of course, I'm gonna lace up my running shoes, and I'm gonna start going jogging, and I'm jogging, and I'm trying to figure out what it is that I'm supposed to be focusing on, okay? And then it starts raining. And it's not like pouring down rain, but it starts raining. And all of a sudden, I just start running faster. I'm getting the chills. I just start running faster, and I'm running on my special path by the bike path, on the bike path that is right next to the river. And I just start running faster and faster and faster. And then all of these emotions just start pouring out of me. And sooner or later I'm crying, and I'm forgiving everybody who has ever done me harm, whoever lied to me, whoever cheated on me, whoever left me when I needed them, whoever said they were going to be there and they weren't there, whoever has raped me, whoever has caused me any type of gaslighting, any type of narcissist that has ever had their way with me, all of those sociopathic people, I forgave everybody. And I ended up jogging for like an hour and a half, and it was the most cleansing because I'm literally releasing it through my energetic field. It wasn't just something that I was sitting down and meditating. I was physically moving this energy out of my body. I was physically putting the most conscious act of forgiveness into the universe so that I could just be free of all of the things that had been bottled up inside of me. And it's funny because I had done little meditations before where I would touch on those subjects, but to actually physically go out there and say yes to whatever the universe was telling me to do, which was to go jogging, and then to say yes to continue with that process of forgiveness was so painful and so freeing and so liberating. It was absolutely beautiful, and I'm crying, and the rain is just coming down, and it is cleansing me all at once. Like it was some super powerful, juicy manifestation type stuff to just anchor me into the present moment so that I could free myself of anything that had been left over. And basically, when I started running, I just asked what I needed to be releasing. And the universe just kept flowing it out, just kept feeding me the information that was still stuck in my body so that I could rise. And I have never been the same since that night. It was so incredibly beautiful, and that is the gift of forgiveness, and you have that for yourself. Look at this right here, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. This card is called the Unbound card. You have to unbound yourself from all of these people that have been your soul contracts. You have to release any of the old past lives. Hello, Pete. You have to release any of those old past lives that are still holding you down. And you have to release any type of soul pattern that is keeping you stuck in an area of your life that you are trying to evolve from. You have to unbound and forgive the pain. You have to unbound and release yourself so that you can be free. Because the more that you keep that energy bottled up inside of you, good morning, Dominique, the harder it is going to be for you to fully step into your authenticity and your power. The harder it's going to be, and the longer it's going to seem like it's going to take for you to step truly into the alignment in between and in front of the people and the places and the things that are truly meant to be in your life right now. You have to let go of the past. As hard as it is, just release it because it's for you. You are not forgiving these people and these places and these events and these things so that they can be forgiven. This is for you, so that you can fly, and so that you don't have to carry around that hurt anymore, so that you can take the weight of that backpack of all of the things that you have been carrying around and just free yourself of that, so that you can anchor yourself into the present moment and you can align yourself with your soul, so that you can start forming stronger connections with the universe, so that those spiritual gifts that you have been waiting to activate can start manifesting within your physical form, so that you can start growing and evolving on such spiritual levels. The levels that you have been waiting to activate are inside of you, waiting to be touched on, but it's hard to find those energetic spiritual buttons inside of yourself. Hello, Camille. It's hard to find those spiritual buttons if you are so bound up in the past, and you are so bound up in pain and hurt and confusion and anger. All of those lower vibrational energies are going to make it harder for your true spiritual gifts to just burst out of you. So unbounding and releasing from soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So those soul patterns that we talk about right now, those soul patterns are going to be when you look back on your past and you realize a pattern, right? Like I personally, the way back in the day, I had a soul pattern with drugs and alcohol and abusive men and constantly getting into fights with other people. Not physically, but verbally. That was a soul pattern of mine. Another soul pattern of mine was that when anybody would start attacking me, I would shut down. I wouldn't share, I wouldn't speak up, I wouldn't stand up for myself. Good morning, Chris. And I wouldn't do that. So Another thing is those soul contracts that we're talking about. Those soul contracts are going to be people, places, things, events, opportunities, doors, things that are destined to happen in your life no matter what. So soul contracts for me were all of those narcissistic men. Soul contracts for me were certain members of my family members not having a good relationship in the beginning until I started waking up. Soul contracts for me were all of the contracts between all of those friends that I thought were there for me that ultimately had to leave me in the end, so that I was left alone so that I could actually wake up fully. Those are the type of soul contracts that we're talking about. And activating and really activating in the sense of bringing up and asking for clarity on what your past lives are going to unbound you in such a way that you're not even privy to yet, because this is not your first time here on earth. Like, we don't know how many times we have been here, but we do know that we are here right now. And in order to fully be here right now, good morning, Kaveri, you have to release any of your past lives that are still causing you karma in this physical life. There could be something that you did or didn't do in a past life that is rooted into a soul contract or a soul pattern that's affecting you right now in this life. And you will never know that until you start diving in and unbounding your soul from all of these people, places, things, events, and past lives that are hindering you in this life right now. You have to fully release and unbound so that you can be free. And remember that metaphor that I was talking about with forgiveness, how when you don't forgive yourself for anything that's happened and you don't forgive the other people that you have been holding on to that resentment to, it was like tying something around your ankle and weighting you down. Look at this picture in the Unbound card. Look at these pictures. They all have that string on their ankle and it is holding them down. That was the metaphor from the first card, and here it is coming up again, so symbolic, and it's so true. When you unbound, you give yourself the ability to truly be free. You give yourself the ability to actually anchor in all of those high vibrational energies. You give yourself the ability to actually create a relationship with your guides and your angels and the archangels and the spirit animals and just the universe in general. And that opens up the most beautiful collaboration of co-creation of your life. So say yes to unbounding, say yes to forgiveness so that you can be free. And I know that these might be difficult steps to take because you have been through so much and you have lived through so much and you have conquered so much and you have survived so much, but it is 100% necessary from this moment forward for you to consciously have this in your brain of the next steps that you need to be taking along your spiritual journey. And if this is one of the first times that you're doing it, then it's going to be a little bit more emotional, okay? It's going to be a little bit more emotional for you because it's some of your first times doing it. I remember when I was doing this work and I was terrified. I couldn't let go of anything because in my mind, I figured if I let go and I released and I transmuted all of this pain and all of this suffering, although it was causing me great harm, it was very familiar to me. I had been living in that state of energy my entire life since I was 12 years old, and the universe just expects me to get rid of it. And I also was thinking to myself, well, if I get rid of all of this, then who am I without this pain? I've been identifying with my pain. Hello, Julie, and hello, Tara. I have been identifying with my pain for my entire life. So if I release this, then who am I? I was on complete shaky ground. But I just kept moving forward. The more you keep unbounding, the more you keep forgiving and doing the release work and the transmutation work, you are going to see a great difference in your perception of when this work is being called upon you. So it's going to get a little bit easier and it's going to feel better, and you're going to start looking forward to doing that because you know on the other side of that release comes great prosperity and great abundance and great clarity and great alignment and all of the things within you truly activating and blossoming within your soul. And it's something that you have been training for lifetimes. This entire life is something, all of the spiritual work that is being called upon you in this lifetime are things that you have been training for lifetimes. This is the age of light. If you've noticed and you compare 2019 and beyond, this is the best era and age that we are living in right now because tons of people are waking up. on a daily basis. Just hundreds and thousands of people are waking up, and we are raising that collective consciousness. Hello, Roshini. Oh my goodness, it's such an amazing age of light right now. It is the best possible time to be alive on this planet. I feel it, I know it, my soul tells me it is so, and that's how it is with you. Like, we came down here so that we can be that beacon of light, so that we can clear and transmute and heal ourselves, so that in return we are naturally giving forth the power and the acceptance for other light beings just to then heal themselves and ultimately heal the planet. Because when you heal yourself, you're not just healing yourself, it has a direct relation towards you and anybody that you know in your life, and all of the people that you don't know. Just by you passing by a stranger on the street and your energies collide, that can activate something within that person's soul. So that's why you just have to keep going and releasing and growing, and just keep knowing how strong and how powerful you are and how worthy you are of gifting yourself with this incredible work. Good morning, Alicia. So trust your path. If you knew that you would be supported, what would you do? So trust your path and do all of this incredible soul work for yourself. Choose yourself. Okay, if you feel like you've been walking aimlessly for a really long time, just kind of lost in the desert, just kind of flowing with it, well, now you've gotten this far, okay? And you've got this energetic doorway up ahead, and it is time to go through it. And I know that taking opportunities and taking the right chances and actually going for the things that you really want to go for is like super scary, right? Because it's everything that you want. So those doors of opportunity and those winds of change are really hard for you to grasp onto, because you've been living your whole life backing down from them, not thinking that you're worthy enough, not thinking that you're powerful enough, not thinking that it was ever going to happen for you, not feeling like you're ready. But that's the thing about society, is that they all say, oh, well, wait until you're ready. Wait until you're ready. You'll know it when you feel it. Okay, but all of the times when we actually do know it, when we feel it, it's coming in the form of our intuition giving us the most butterflies in our stomach we can possibly have. And it's coming in those moments, good morning, Ricky, when we don't feel like we're ready, but our soul is screaming that we are, but we can't do it. And we run away, right? I know somebody out there can relate to this. Yes, Kaylin. So trusting your path is something that comes from within. Because I can tell you 1,000,000 times that you are ready and you are destined for greatness. Good morning, Pelican. That you are worthy and you are destined for greatness, but it is absolutely up to you to take hold of that information. It is up to you and only you when you come up to these doors of opportunities and these gusts of winds of change are just Pocahontas colors of the wind on you. And you actually have to take those opportunities. It's up to you and only you to actually listen to your intuition and trust the signs and the synchronicities that the universe is giving for you to actually start trusting your path. Only you hold the power to the keys of the doors of all of the things that you want to activate in your life. Every opportunity that you are trying to manifest, everything that you want to see happen in your life, all of those possible outcomes that you are waiting to pop up for you, you're never going to feel ready. You just are ready. But it's this part of your brain, it's two things, but it's this part of your brain that is trying to talk you out of it so that you can stay trapped, so that you can stay bound to everything that's keeping you small. And it is also society telling you that you're not ready, and telling you that you're not worthy, and telling you that you should just wait, and telling you to back down. Well, I'm going to give you a little secret here. A lot of the time when people are telling you to back down, it's because you're starting to shine brighter than them, and they can't have that. They are threatened by you. They are threatened by your light and your genuine love and light. You just shine so bright, and people don't like to be overthrown. People don't like to feel threatened. People don't like to see, unless they are a light worker, unless they are, in that capacity, completely one with, feeling like they are one with everybody and they want to see other people thrive. Good morning, Cindy. Then they are not going to be cheering you on. And they're going to want to make you wait so that you can miss that door of opportunity. And then you have to wait X amount of time longer because you missed your door. So now the universe has to create a whole nother new scenario for you. Please take it from me. I wish that I had taken so many different opportunities, so many different doors. I had absolutely no idea what I was capable of in any facet, in any way, shape, or form. And I passed up door after door after door, after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. I kept disaligning myself because this part of my brain told me so, and because everybody else around me couldn't see me. They couldn't have me start raising and start shining and start glowing and start becoming everything that I was meant to become, because I was stuck in the soul patterns and the soul contracts with very evil, narcissistic, sociopathic, psycho, abusive people, men and women alike. So of course they weren't going to let me fly and be free, because they were draining my energy and stealing my light completely. So trust your path. You have made it this far, okay? Whenever you feel like you are in fear of taking a new step and you get those crazy butterflies in your stomach and you're like, I don't know, go for it. Because that is the universe telling you to lean the F in, not run the other way. That is your soul telling you in the only way that it can that you are absolutely on the right path. So, divine orchestration is happening all around you to make sure that you know that you are on the right path, and to make sure that you are receiving and actually fully conscious of the windows and opportunities that you are being given right now. Because the universe up until now has been, and I love this of the universe, like the universe can speak to us in so many different ways, and the universe really does have a sense of humor. I don't know, I feel like me and my guides have such a silly, fun, playful relationship. But up until now, and especially how it was for me, like the universe would give me these doors in like these subtle ways, like, oh, you know, I don't know, I can't really describe it, but like these subtle ways. And it would be like a take it or leave it kind of thing, but the urgency wasn't there, you know, because I was still learning about myself. I hope that that really makes sense. But the universe has been showing you in very subtle ways that, oh, hey, you could take this path, but the urgency wasn't there. You weren't feeling it in your soul. Your heart wasn't just lit up and lighted on fire so that you knew like this was the path and you need to take it now. And that's just a little silly way that the universe is just showing you, like, you hold all of the keys. It shouldn't be up to the universe to give you a door or an opportunity or an event or put you in alignment with people and places and things. Hello, Herman. So that, and give it to you in such a way where you have no other chance, you have no other choice but to take it, you feel like. That's the universe showing you how powerful you are. Because the universe's job is to put you in alignment, is to keep you safe, is to constantly help you keep manifesting, is to constantly have your team of angels and all of your protectors guard you and shield you and make sure that you are being given all of the things that you possibly need so that you can grow. But the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter how it feels, the sense of urgency that the universe is giving you. What matters is the door. That's the test. Every time you are wishing for a better life and you are trying to activate something happening and you are trying to manifest this and you are waiting for this opportunity to arise, as soon as the universe brings you that door, even if it doesn't feel like there's a sense of urgency there, the universe is answering one of your prayers. The universe is trying to help you anchor into your physical reality whatever manifestation is coming because you take this door and you walk through to the other side. Good morning, Katie. So the Council of Light is always there for you, divinely orchestrating the entire scene of your life right now. You have helpers in the subtle realm, like we just talked about, that are constantly surrounding you, that are constantly creating life for you, that are constantly opening up new doors and new windows and putting you in front of new opportunities and new people and places and things. And that is the test. Because the universe hears your cries, the universe hears your prayers, the universe knows that you want to achieve more. And so as soon as you start, so here are the Divine Council of Light, all right? They are always here, and they are the ones that are activating these doors, that are putting you in alignment with these doors and these opportunities and trying to align you with the right people, places, things, events, opportunities. So as soon as these doors start to emerge, you have to take those doors, because that's the universe answering your prayers. The universe just wants to give you everything that you want. That's why it is so important for you to focus on the things that you want and not focus on the things that you don't want. That's why it is so important for you to not only forgive yourself for anything that has happened in your life and in this present moment, but to forgive everybody else that had a hand in the things that happened to you in the past and in this present moment. You have to release yourself from the past. You have to release yourself from everything that is holding you down, because the more that it consumes your energy and the more that it takes up space in your precious mind, you are going to be anchored down lower and lower and lower. That's why it is so important for you to release and unbound from soul contracts and past lives and soul patterns that you have been stuck in up until this point. This message right now is just every day that we dive in, it is just the next spiritual growth steps that the universe wants you to become conscious of, that is going to help you evolve and grow into the highest self that you can possibly be, and start manifesting and laying the foundations for that better future that you have been waiting for all of your life. So the councils of light, this divine orchestration that is always helping you, is going off of the things that you keep in your mind and going off the things that you keep in your energy field, okay? The universe can't tell the difference. If you are thinking about something happy that you want, just blandly, general, the universe does not know the difference between when you are thinking of something happy and something that you want, and something that is negative and something that you don't want. The universe cannot discern that. So whatever you house in your energetic field, whatever you are vibrating, whatever level you are vibrating at, whatever level your frequency is at, whatever you are keeping and constantly housing in your mind thought-wise, is what the universe is going to give you more of. So if you are constantly thinking about the past and the people that hurt you, chances are there's going to be more doors with people hurting you because you haven't healed from those moments. But if you keep thinking about the future and you keep thinking about everything that you want to manifest, and you keep thinking about how powerful you are, and you keep doing all this release work and this transformation and just going through this process and not being fearful every time the universe is asking something of you, then chances are you are going to get some massive, amazing doors. And don't get me wrong, I used to be the person, I've been both people. Up until the second year of my spiritual awakening, I used to be this person over here, constantly thinking about the negative and what everybody's done to me, 100% stuck in victim mode, 100% of the time. And I just kept getting nothing but the same situations. For 14 years, I was stuck thinking that I was a victim and that I had no power, so I gave everything away to everybody else. I had a heart of gold, and I was hurting literally 24/7 since from 12 to 24, okay? And I just kept getting the same scenarios, different people and places and things and events, but it all came down to the same soul pattern. It all came down to the same type of soul contract. It all came down to that. And when I started, hello Lon, when I started chiming in and started being this person over here, my life blossomed and bloomed. I got certified in everything. We got the LLC for Soulful Energetics. I started the Soul Tribe. Dominoes of everything that I had ever wished and dreamed of started to come true. So that's what those councils of light are there for you for. They're here to give you that divine orchestration that is always happening around you in the subtle realm that you might not be aware of, unless you start freeing up your mind and your energy to start creating that solid bond with the universe, so that you can tap in and be like, hey, what's going on with you guys? What are we manifesting today? And you can be as silly with them as you possibly want. This is the initiation. You are being initiated right now. You are going somewhere sacred. This in and of itself is a rite of passage. You choosing to forgive yourself and forgive other people is a rite of passage, okay? And you choosing to release yourself from soul contracts and soul patterns and past lives is a rite of passage. Because up until that point, like we've been talking about, it has been chaos and darkness and destruction when you hold on to all of those things that are hurting you. But somewhere along the way, you decide that holding on to all of this pain, hello Lawrence, holding on to all of this pain and being stuck in all this chaos and constantly manifesting the same type of life just with different people and places and things is too painful than actually just releasing it all and getting rid of it all and walking through this door. And when you walk out of that door, like I walked into my door that night that I was jogging and releasing anything and forgiving every single, like just constantly, I am forgiving blank for blank. It was incredible. That run by the river in the rain, after walking into my door after that hour and a half of forgiveness, And that's what that door is. That's why the initiation card is coming up. That's why you are being called to this rite of passage, because you are ready to forgive. You are ready to move on. You are ready to evolve. Aha! Amy, I love you. The time is now. There's no more fearing this. You are ready. That's why your soul was led here to this message. That's why you've been watching this video for so long. That's why you're here in the soul tribe. Like, this is why. You are ready for anything that the universe throws at you. And it's just one day after the next. Just take it one day after the next. Do your soul work, dive into the soul tribe, find your community, stay true to yourself, and just constantly keep releasing and bringing light into every situation as much as you can. And stay positive, stay present, stay mindful, and you will go so far. Honoring anything that comes up for you in the form of your soul work that is painful, honoring any emotions, trusting everything around you that it is there for you from the universe through that divine orchestration of the people and places and things and events and situations that your soul signed up for, that is here to help you grow and evolve to higher heights that you could possibly imagine. So, you are the warrior. You are the light worker. You are the light warrior. That's why all of these divine cards are coming through today. Powerful light transmission, light activation cards. You are the warrior. So we had another card back here that said, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Well, if you fully knew that deep down inside, then you would go after everything that you want. You wouldn't be afraid to say yes to any opportunity. You wouldn't be afraid to say yes to any of the soul work that the universe is asking of you, even though it comes with some tears and some hardship and some remembrance of times that you'd rather forget. The only way to truly forget anything is by transmuting it and releasing it so that that energy can be unbound from you, so that you can create space within yourself so that you can rise. So now we are at the next card, that you are the warrior. Okay? If you weren't afraid, what would you do? So if you weren't afraid, you would be able to just walk through any of the doors that the universe is presenting to you with grace and ease and confidence. And that is what soul work does for you. It gives you the opportunity to really become yourself, your greatest and highest self. You really learn how to find yourself and find your heart and tap in to the portals of energy that are happening literally every day, so that you can take a hold of your soul work and you can create this bond with the universe, so that you know full-heartedly that you are not alone, and that you can literally do anything that you want to do in this life, so long as you just keep moving forward. Because so many people too often give up before they start to see results. And that's where the getting is good. When you have been going for so long and you're like, oh my God, it's got to come any day now. Why would you give up on that? So many people give up on that. If you weren't afraid, you would stick out your commitments till the very end. And by sticking out your commitments to the very end, that is such a grand gesture of confidence, and it's such a grand gesture of commitment that the universe rewards you tenfold when you see things through to the end. Yes. No distractions. Yes. So if you weren't afraid, what would you do? You are the warrior. So today, as the warrior, it is time to cut the cords between all of this, everything that needs to be cut. Cut the energetic cords, cut the attachments, cut the shit, okay? Cut the shit, because it is time for you to rise. You already have everything that you need inside of you, and you always have divine helpers in the subtle realm that are constantly putting together all of the things that you need on your path, and it's time for you to just start taking that. So, as a grand gesture, once you do this release work, once you unbound and you release and you transmute, then you need to take a look at your boundaries, okay? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Because all of these people and places and things that you are cutting out of your life right now, all of the areas where you need to unbound from soul patterns and soul contracts and past lives, every person, place, and thing that you need to forgive, including yourself, you need to take a look at yourself and realize and really dive in to where you need better boundaries. Because better boundaries is not just Better boundaries is for yourself. If you truly love yourself, as much as you say to other people and as much as you might post online, then you would have no problem establishing those boundaries that your soul and your energy and your heart and your mind needs, that your soul needs, because that's the only thing that truly matters. Because if you don't establish better boundaries, then you cannot expect anybody else to respect you. You cannot expect anybody else to protect you. You are the person how you treat yourself is the stage that you set for everybody else and how they treat you. Kind of like how we talked about yesterday with self-love. The more that you love yourself the way that you deserve to be loved, the universe will bring in you start raising your vibration and your energy and your frequency through all of that self-love. It starts raising. And once it gets raised so much, you then become a vibrational match for the people who are going to love you the same way. It's the same thing with boundaries. The more that you set your boundaries and you stick to them, the more your vibration and your energy and your frequency are going to start raising. And then the more you're going to become an energetic match for the people who are going to respect your boundaries. But before that happens, before those people come in who are going to respect you and treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, you're going to be tested a lot. You're going to be tested so that the universe knows that you mean business and you do love yourself enough to keep your boundaries, that you are honoring yourself with self-worth and self-respect and self-love, because that's what boundaries are. Like, I have rock solid boundaries now. As soon, it's just like you can't get away, nobody can get away with anything that they used to get away with before. And that's all about boundaries. And now because of the boundaries, because I have chose to stick with them for time after time after time, I am now blessed to say that I have my soul tribe here. And I'm now blessed to say that I have the few friends that I have in physical reality that I can trust and that respect me and treat me the way that I deserve to be treated, because that's the way that I treat myself. It's all just an energetic balance. What you give yourself is what comes back to you in reality. And how you treat other people is another way that the universe is going to bring people into your life to treat you the same way. So it's just an energy balance. So figure out the boundaries that you need to establish so that you can start living a better life. Because you calling up your best friends or you bitching to your buddies isn't getting you very far if you're not changing the situations in any way, shape, or form. Okay? True change comes when you start standing up for yourself. It starts when you take back your power and you rise and you don't take no for an answer and you don't let people walk all over you and you don't let people silence you and keep you small and keep you from shining. You choose to cut those people out, establish your boundaries so that you can be free, so that you can start living the life that you are absolutely destined to live. Ah! Whew, this was a juicy one today. Oh my goodness, I love you guys so much. I hope that this video helps you throughout this incredible day today. I love you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being a member of the Soul Tribe. Please do me a favor and share this video, because this has some really juicy tips about all of the things that we all need to learn about more on a daily basis, so that we can really start anchoring in more members of our tribe who are out there waiting for us, who need us right now. So please share this video. Please be sure to go back to the homepage and click like and follow so that you can get real-time updates on when things are happening here in the Soul Tribe and Soulful Energetics. If you have not already done so, please search the Soul Tribe, Soulful Energetics Evolution. It'll come up there at the end, but just search the Soul Tribe in the search bar here on Facebook and click on groups, because we just created our first Soul Tribe community group. It's absolutely incredible. There's been over 14,000 interactions between almost 800 people in that tribe now, so it is literally growing at the speed of light. As soon as you are accepted into that group, once you click to join, answer 2 soulful questions and agree to the rules, you will be admitted into the group. And the reason why it is closed and the reason why we ask those questions is because we want to keep this at max capacity for high vibration, and we want you to feel safe and loved and supported so that you can share anything that you want to share and you don't have to worry about the world seeing it. So that's why it's closed. And we ask those questions and ask that you agree to those rules so that we can keep so that we can keep a high vibration going in that space, so that we all know that we are on the same page, what we are there for and what we are there to learn. So please subscribe to this channel and please just go out and be the best you that you can possibly be. The universe spoke to me about a week ago and told me that the soul tribe needed an offer. So I created the most divine, heartfelt, soulful offer that I was being guided to. And I know that a lot of you have been waiting to work with me one-on-one. And so as I've grown, everything else has been evolving services-wise. And so the universe told me that it was time for the first offer. So if you've been waiting to work with me, I highly invite you to reach out to me. Send me the code ANGEL33 and you will get a 33% off discount on my my magical 11 card spread oracle reading. This offer is good until October 3rd at 3:33 p.m. So if you would like to book a session, this is going to be a one-on-one video chat here on Facebook. We are going to open up a sacred space together and do a little meditation, and then we dive into what is rising within you, what is falling away, what is being manifested, what your hopes and fears are, excuse me, what your potential outcomes are going to be, what a past life influence is, what you need to know right now in the present moment, and so much more. The video chat's going to last anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours in this sacred container of high vibrational energy. And so just reach out to me if that is something that your soul is just screaming yes to and you are just ready to say yes to your soul's evolution. I do not know when the next time I'm going to offer a discount like this ever again is going to be, so please reach out. I am so excited to work with you one-on-one. It would be just an absolute honor to work with you one-on-one. So I love you guys. I hope that you have an amazing day. Namaste.